In this video, I'm going to solve this question. A random variable has a normal distribution with standard deviation equal to 10. If the probability that the random variable will take on a value less than 82.5 is 0.8212, what is the probability that it will take on a value greater than 58.3? So first of all, let's say that the random variable that we have is x. So we are given that x follows a normal distribution. Okay. They have not given us any value of the mean over here, so I'm just going to write mu, and we are given that the standard deviation is equal to 10. Now if the standard deviation is equal to 10, then the variance is going to be 10 square. Okay, so over here we write the mean and over here we write the variance, which is going to be 10 square in this particular case. Now they are asking us to find the probability that the random variable x will take on a value greater than 58.3. So we have to find the probability that x is greater than 58.3. Now finding this probability looks like a really simple task, but in this question, before you could find this probability, you will first have to figure out the value of mu. Let me explain that why is that the case. Basically, let's say if you want to find this probability, then what are the steps that we do? We convert this equation into an equation of this kind. Okay. So we convert this equation in which we have x right now into an equation where we have z, and then after this we take a look at the cumulative table to find the probability. Now when you are doing this conversion from x equation to z equation, you use this x minus mu divided by sigma, where sigma is your standard deviation. Now over here you cannot do this conversion because you do not know the value of mu. Okay, so you will not be able to find the probability before first finding the value of mu, because once you have the value of mu, then you will be able to convert this equation into z, and only then you can figure out the probability. Okay, so before you could find this probability, you will have to figure out the value of mu, and for that they have given you an extra piece of information over here, which is this. Okay, so we are given that the probability that x is less than 82.5 is equal to 0.8212. So we are given the probability number over here. So we are going to use this particular piece of information to find the value of mu, and once we get the value of mu, then we will figure out this probability. Okay, so let's see how can we do that. So we are already given the probability information for this, right? This information. So first of all, let's find the value of mu using the information that's given to us. So this is what we are given. If I subtract mu from both these sides, then this is what I get. Okay, and now I can divide both of these by 10. So once I divide both of these by 10, I will get this. Now over here, this x minus mu divided by 10, this is nothing but z. Okay, because z is going to be x minus mu divided by standard deviation, which is 10. So right now we don't know the value of mu, so I've just written mu over here. So this thing that you see over here, this is z. Okay, that means we get the probability that z is less than 82.5 minus mu divided by 10 is equal to this. So I'm marking this as 1, and this is something that we get from the question. Now from the z cumulative table, we can see this. So if you take a look at the cumulative table of z, then you will be able to figure out that the probability that z is less than 0.92 is equal to this. Okay, don't worry about the equal to signs. I mean, if I want, I can also write this as this. Okay, but I'm deliberately not writing the equal to sign because I'm going to compare this equation number 2 with equation number 1, right? So because both of them have exactly the same structure. So over here, don't bother. If you want to write the equal to sign, it's fine. If you don't want to write the equal to sign, it's fine, because when you're working with a continuous random variable, equal to sign has no importance. So it doesn't matter whether you write it or you do not write it. For the sake of ease, I'm not writing the equal to sign over here. And now I'm going to compare this equation number 1 and equation number 2. So equation number 1 is something that we got from the information that was given to us in the question. And equation number 2 is something that we have got from the cumulative table. If you compare equation number 1 and equation number 2, you will see that this 82.5 minus mu divided by 10, this should be equal to 0.92, because the probability that z is less than this is equal to this. Okay, so if you have same probability numbers on the right hand side, these two have to be same. So that means 82.5 minus mu divided by 10 should be equal to 0.92. Once you solve this, you will get that mu is equal to 73.3. So now we got the value of mu, and now the question becomes really simple. So now we have to find the probability that x is greater than 58.3. So it won't be a difficult task now. We have to find this probability. We can convert this into an equation where we have the standard normal random variable z. So you subtract your mu value from both the sides, which is 73.3. Then you divide by the standard deviation, which is 10. So this goes from here to here, then we go from here to here. This over here is nothing but z, right? This is x minus mean divided by the standard deviation, so this is z. That means we get the probability that z is greater than minus 15 by 10. So this probability that we have to find is equal to the probability that z is greater than this number, and now this boils down to finding the probability that z is greater than minus 1.5. So if you want to see graphically, the probability that z is greater than minus 1.5 will look something like this. So over here, the mean is 0. We have to figure out the probability that z is greater than minus 1.5. So minus 1.5 is going to be somewhere to the left of 0. So it is over here. This is your minus 1.5. That means we have to find this yellow shaded region. And I'm sure you can find this using the z tables that we have. So once you take a look at the table, you'll be able to find that this particular probability that we are finding is equal to 0.9332.